8 minutes in, Rashford, free kick, Camp Nou erupts. 18 minutes, Ferran Torres, 2-0. Barcelona are La Liga champions on their own turf against Real Madrid, and Hansi Flick just won it hours after burying his father. This is soccer world news. We just watched one of the most emotional El Clásicos in recent memory. Here's every detail and what it means for both clubs heading into the summer. Camp Nou was back, fully renovated, 62,000 fans packed in, and hosting its first El Clásico since the stadium reopened. The atmosphere was electric from the first whistle, and Barcelona made the most of it from the jump. 8 minutes in, Marcus Rashford. A direct free kick from the edge of the area curled into the corner. Thibaut Courtois had no chance. 1-0, Camp Nou goes absolutely crazy. Then 10 minutes later, Ferran Torres made it 2-0. Dani Olmo, who has been sensational all season, produced a clever back heel to release Torres into the box. He hit it hard and low past Courtois. By the 18th minute, Barcelona were already 2 goals up in an El Clásico that was deciding the La Liga title. Madrid had no answer. Madrid had moments in the second half. Jude Bellingham put the ball in the net but was correctly flagged offside. Joan Garcia, Barcelona's goalkeeper, made a huge save from Vinicius Jr. Gonzalo Garcia, starting in place of the injured Mbappé, prodded just wide. Madrid showed fight, but they never looked like getting back into the game. Final score, Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. Title confirmed. Champions. Again, here is the detail that makes tonight feel like something beyond soccer. Hansi Flick, Barcelona's head coach, won La Liga tonight hours after the passing of his father. He chose to be on the touchline. He chose to lead his team, and multiple players were seen embracing him and supporting him during the post-match celebrations on the pitch. Frenkie de Jong, speaking to Movistar after the final whistle, said, "This title is more special for winning it at home against Madrid. We knew what the coach was going through. We wanted to give this to him." Flick himself addressed his players in the dressing room after the game. What he said privately remains private, but what happened publicly, a coach dealing with personal tragedy, standing on the touchline at Camp Nou, guiding his team to a La Liga title in El Clásico, is one of the most remarkable stories in European soccer this season. Take a moment to appreciate that. For Real Madrid, tonight is the official confirmation of a disaster. A second consecutive season without a single major trophy. No La Liga. No Champions League, knocked out in the quarterfinals by Atletico. No Copa del Rey. Nothing. A squad worth over $1 billion with Mbappé, Vinicius, Bellingham, and Valverde, and 0 trophies to show for it. Arbeloa congratulated Barcelona after the game and said his squad would learn from what happened this season and work even harder. He said he felt a greater responsibility knowing the season ended tonight, but he will almost certainly not be the one leading that work next season. His days as Real Madrid manager are over. Mourinho's return is now accelerating. Talks have been ongoing for days. Florentino Perez has spoken to him directly, and a summer rebuild, possible sales including Mbappé, whose future remains deeply uncertain, begins the moment the final La Liga whistle blows this month. For Rashford specifically, tonight was his biggest moment in a Barcelona shirt. The former Manchester United forward has reinvented himself under Flick, and scoring the opening goal in a title-clinching El Clásico is a statement that his move to Spain was the right call. Let's give credit where it is due. Hansi Flick has won 4 major trophies since taking over in the summer of 2024. Back-to-back La Liga titles, the Copa del Rey in 2025, the Spanish Super Cup. In less than 2 full seasons, he has turned Barcelona into the dominant force in Spanish soccer and arguably in all of European domestic football right now. This is Barcelona's 29th La Liga title in their history, and only the second time ever that the La Liga championship has been decided directly by the result of an El Clásico. The first time was in 1932. That is how rare and significant tonight was. The only disappointment this season was the Champions League exit in the quarterfinals to Atletico Madrid. But with this squad, Lamine Yamal returning from injury, Pedri back to his best, Frenkie de Jong in tremendous form, Rafinha and Ferran Torres contributing, Barcelona will be heavy favorites to compete for everything again next season. Rashford in the 8th, Torres in the 18th, Camp Nou going absolutely insane, a coach who won it while grieving his father, and Real Madrid with Mbappé, Bellingham and Vinicius finishing the season with absolutely nothing. Was this Barcelona's best title in years? Or does losing the Champions League quarterfinal stop them from being truly elite? Drop your take right now in the comments. And subscribe to Soccer World News. We've got the Mourinho reaction, the Real Madrid rebuild, and the full World Cup build-up all coming this week. See you next time.